Hey Lash fam, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm sitting here with the lovely Alicia, who's looking gorgeous in green today.
Oh, thank you. And you look gorgeous as always. And this is all for our podcast listeners and our YouTube listeners or watchers because we don't look this pretty usually. We're normally wearing our tracksuit pants.
Yes, but
And
today we've dressed up.
yeah, I think the mums at school pick up today will have a heart attack when I walk in looking like this compared to what I normally look like.
Makeup on.
Drop off.
Yes, no, I went to gym with makeup on this morning, and I'm sure they all looked at me and thought I was going somewhere else.
Glamorous gym attendee. So, speaking of going to the gym, eyelash extensions, we do have an interesting topic today that's shrouded in confusion and mystery. So, I think we're going to do some myth busting today and get down to the bottom of some misconceptions out there. If you do Googling, you get a lot of lash information and a lot of it contradicts each other. It's really confusing. So you've come to the right place, the most trusted lash cleanser in the world. And we're trusted for a reason because we know our stuff and we're going to bist. We're going to bist. We're not bisting.
We can't speak, but we know our products.
We're going to myth bust.
Myth bust today.
Can we just call it bist? What did I call it?
Bist busting. We're bist busting. Bist busting today.
We combined the word together.
So, aftercare and lashes.
Aftercare.
Totally into aftercare today, which is right up our alley. This is in our lane. We're not getting out of it. We drive in this lane really well. We drive very fast. Prolong is the aftercare specialist, as Alicia said. So today we're tooting our own horn, and we're going to give you some information about what actually you can and can't do, and to rest some of those, innuendos. And things that people say maybe or not.
It is one of the first questions you get asked from a customer as well, or a client that's getting your lashes done, or if you're a lash wearer, it's one of the first things you think after you look at the lashes and you go, oh, they look amazing and I love them. Now what? What do I do? How do I look after these? So it is really top of mind for a lash wearer, and as a lash artist, you need to be armed ready with the right information to give them right away. So
because they've spent money.
Yeah.
Come to you and they've spent money and they look gorgeous as they leave, and you want them to look that gorgeous till they come back.
Yeah. I think that the number one thing that is still confusing to people is, can I wet eyelash extensions? We've seen, the funny days of people wearing goggles in the shower to keep them dry. I do think those days are gone. I hope they're gone. But it is a myth. You can wet them. It's so important to wet and wash your lashes. But even nowadays, I'm seeing new products come out which are like plastic lash shields. They're little clear plastic almost visors with an adhesive on them, and they stick to your forehead to wear in the shower as if you're wearing a little peaked cap over the lashes. And I'm just like, what in the world is this product for? Like, people are just making things for no reason. Because you can wet them. They are waterproof. Once the glue has cured, they're waterproof.
And you can wet them, and you must wash them.
You must.
So you can't wash them with just your fingers and nothing on them.
What happens if you don't wash them, Jodie?
Yeah. Oh, if you don't wash them, you get mites.
Yeah.
And they fall out and they don't retain as long. So I got told that by my lash artist when I first had mine done. Alicia was, wash your lashes.
Yeah.
So...
And you're more likely to get build-up of sleep, dead skin cells. You're more likely to get eye conditions like blepharitis. Cleaning your lashes is so important. This is the hill I'm going to die on, I think.
Yeah,
just clean your lashes. You can wet them. You should wet them. You should wash them.
So what about, obviously, the first question I had for you is, I like the ocean. I like going into the water. You said it was fine to go into the water, but I was still a bit nervous going into the water with the new lash extension. So... can I go into the water? Can I go into the beach? Can I go into the pools?
Please do. Okay. Please go in the water and enjoy your life. I'm not one for telling people that they need to completely, change their lifestyle because they've gotten eyelash extensions. But things to consider when you're going to the beach and the pool and those kind of things is that getting them wet is not going to make them fall out. But if you jump into the ocean, likeliness is, I know you for you this is true, and probably I hope for other people as well. Likeliness is you're wearing sunscreen. You could be wearing makeup from earlier in the day. That is all going to come down onto the lashes. Then you've got salty water on there, which won't cause them to fall out, but it will clump them to each other, especially if you've got Russian volume fans. It can close them up. So just wash them as soon as you can after those activities. The activities themselves won't make them fall out, but the other things that come along with those activities can cause pressure on the lashes, can put pressure on the lashes and cause them to clump together and not be clean like they were when you woke up this morning and you gave them a wash. Also, just swimming, every time you come up, you're probably going to rub your eye to get the water out so you can open your eyes. So, if you are in the pool or the ocean and you're not wearing goggles, which is fine, but you're going to be touching them more, you may lose some lashes more quickly than you would have otherwise.
Can I ask a random question?
Yes.
It's actually something that I have thought about before, but never asked you. So the sun, I do wear blockout and it's all good, but if you're out in the sun, you obviously heat up. You feel the rest of your body heat up. How does that affect? Does it affect the glues or does it affect anything in your lashes if you're out in the heat like constantly?
It shouldn't have any effect on the glue itself. You need quite a lot of heat to damage eyelashes, and even then the glue doesn't necessarily get damaged. And when I say quite a lot of heat, I'm talking about a lighter close to the eye. That happens often with smokers. I'm talking about if you open a really hot oven, suddenly the air comes out. Even then, it would have to be a very hot oven, or sitting a bit close to a campfire, an outdoor fire, or those outdoor heaters that you have. The outdoor heaters that you have maybe at a restaurant or something, and if you're quite close to those, it can actually singe the tips of your lashes. You need a lot of heat. The sun's not going to do that to you. I mean, in Australia, we can have some ridiculously hot days and you step outside and it feels like you're walking into a hairdryer blowing in your face. And still, I don't see lash damage in terms of the singeing of the lashes and no issues with the glue. But if it's really hot, and so not the sun itself, but just generally the weather is really hot and you're sweating a lot or something like that, that does call for washing your lashes a bit more often or being more thorough with your lash washing. So if it's the middle of summer, be aware that you might just need to be cleansing a bit more often.
Okay, well that's great. Now I know that. Now you all know that. You probably did anyway. So, I mean, the old-fashioned nail polish that you used to wear, you used to put the nail polish on, you used to sit there for ages until it dried. You had to put the slip-on things in and walk around like that for ages on your feet, so you wouldn't rub off the actual nail polish. With lashes, is there a time limit that I can go into the water? I've heard there's a 24-hour rule.
Right. Yes. So when is the glue cured and when can we wet them post application?
That's the official wording. When can I go in the water is my official word.
I'm talking for the lash techs. You're talking for the lash user, the lash wearer. Yes. It's great. So the 24-hour rule doesn't apply. It used to be true, and that is why there is so much confusion about it, because it's not that it is incorrect, it's that it's no longer valid. So it used to be true you did have to keep them dry for 24 hours because lash adhesive is much better than it used to be, and it now is considered to be waterproof as soon as it cures, and that curing time should be a few seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that puts that myth away then, doesn't it? No 24-hour rule.
No 24-hour rule. In fact, most highly regarded lash artists would say wet them immediately after you apply the lashes, as in wash them straight after application, for a number of reasons. One, glue loves humidity and it actually loves water. That cures the glue. So as long as the glue is cured to touch and then you wet it, it will actually speed up that curing process. This is a bit of a boring one for the lash artists. If you wet it before the initial cure though, you can get shock polymerization, which causes that white crispy stuff on the lashes. So if you've ever seen the white pop up. That's because they've been exposed to moisture too soon before they've actually cured. That might be if a teardrop comes out of a client's eye, something like that, and has wet the lash.
Now you're just showing off. Now you
I
are
have to
seriously
prove
just
that we know
showing
what we're
off.
talking about, right? So yeah, we that is one issue, but otherwise, yes, we like them to get wet because it helps with the curing process, and two, it can actually help to rid the eye area and the eyelid of any residual fumes and things like that that come off the glue and settle on the skin post lash application, and then you're much less likely to get a reaction.
There you go. I would also feel that I'd be comfortable to wash them afterwards because someone's had their hands in my eyes. Like
Sure.
it would make me feel like I'd want to go and not cleanse, like, oh my goodness, just have a little wash and wash
Yeah.
off the activity and
Yeah.
move on to the next one. But okay, so another big one is makeup.
Mm.
Makeup. So, I'm wearing today, I'm not wearing lash extensions. Today I'm wearing mascara. And I got in trouble once off Alicia because I put mascara on my lashes.
Yeah.
So some rules about makeup and what is, because everyone wears makeup.
Yeah. And so this is a confusing one because you do wear makeup and then people say, oh, you can wear certain types of makeup and not other types. You should wear oil-free makeup or what have you. So I think the general rule is go for gold on your normal makeup. When you're using makeup on the eyelid, it is ideal to use an oil-free makeup like Prolong Lash oil-free eyeliner, for example, or a powder eyeshadow rather than a cream shadow, things like that. And that's because the oils and things from makeup do build up in the lash line and they are harder to clean out, and then you can cause blocked hair follicles. Issues like blepharitis can occur, and then those lash mite friends go, oh, what a delicious snack you've given me. So they're all like mating to make some friends to come and clean up the mess that you've made in your lash line. So ideally, makeup on the lashes itself or close to the lash line, you want that to be an oil-free or water-based makeup. And then mascara shouldn't really be necessary for lashes. So mascara on classic lashes I will tolerate if it's oil-free mascara, but remember lashes are porous, so they do absorb whatever you're putting on them, and if you're putting mascara on them, it's really hard to get it off. So the likeliness that you're going to get your lashes clean easily is low. But if you're wearing Russian volume lashes, no, please don't put mascara on them because it's just going to close the fans up. It'll be impossible to get off and your lashes will not look the same. They will not look as nice.
So we're safe to wear makeup. You just have to be careful what you choose to wear, which types of makeup you choose to wear around your eyes, and make sure that you wash your lashes and wash your face properly. With Prolong Lash Aftercare, our wash, actual foam wash, washes all the makeup off as well. So you can use it on the eyes, eyelashes. It's all tested, it's all safe to use, and then it washes all your makeup off. So have a good cleanse.
Yeah. And while we're just talking about that, it just made me think about the oil-free situation as well. There is a lot of confusion about oil-free. Oh, I hear you're allowed to put oil on them. No, I hear you're not allowed to put oil on them. And again, this is a bit of a hangover from the adhesive of old that was not good quality and would break down when oil sat on the adhesive. It would actually make it sticky and tacky and almost look like a black kind of gum. And you would not want to put oil on eyelash extensions. It was the enemy of eyelash extensions. In the last few years, adhesive has just gotten better and better, and it is for the most part, I can't say for every single adhesive out there, but for the most part, adhesives are considered to be oil proof now. So oil breaking down the glue is now a myth. Wasn't a myth before, is a myth now. However, as I said with the makeup a moment ago, we still believe that it's extremely important, and ophthalmologists, I've stuffed it up. Ophthalmologists.
Ophthalmologists.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Believe that, you shouldn't be putting excess oils onto the lash line. You're already developing natural oils, sebum from the hair follicles, and then it's already difficult to clean lash extensions because of their porous nature. So it is much, much safer for your eye health and hygiene to use an oil-free product on the lash line.
And be careful if you don't use Prolong Lash, that's fine. We're not here to shove it down your throat, exactly. But be careful, because the pH balance in the cleanser that you use can take away the oils from the natural oils from your eyes, or can make them too oily. So you really need to find a product that is pH balanced, so that not only cleans but protects and maintains the health of your lash line.
And if you're going to put something on your eyes, it should be ophthalmologically tested.
Absolutely.
Because you need to guarantee that it's safe for your eyes. And oh my gosh, I'm really not handling this today. Ophthalmologically tested means that it has been tested on a large group of people. And just to toot our horn for a second, ours has also been approved for people with sensitive eyes and contact lens wearers as well. So Prolong Lash ticks a lot of the boxes that I just asked you to tick in your lash cleanser.
There we go. Okay, so we've done makeup, we've done water, we've handled a few myths. So your spiel, when I leave as your customer, as your client, what do you tell your client for Aftercare in a nutshell, so that someone listening might just be able to write this down, grab your notes or record it, or watch it again?
So firstly, just make sure you get their attention, because you've just made them look so beautiful. Often they're looking in the mirror and, adoring themselves. So firstly, just make sure that they're paying attention to you. So you just need to let them know to wash them twice daily with Prolong Lash Cleanser, or whatever lash cleanser you are recommending for them, as long as it's made for eyelash extensions and eyes. So wash them twice daily with cleanser. Let them know that they can brush them with a mascara wand or lash spoolie. Dry them with a snag-free cloth after a shower. So a microfiber is ideal, so that it's not catching and pulling on the lashes. And they can use their hairdryer on a low heat and a high fan, just to give them a little blow and open up those Russian volume fans if you've got Russian volume or mega volume on. And then making sure that they schedule their refill right then at 2 to 3 weeks. You want to make sure that you're locking them in for their next refill and not letting them wait until it's too late. So, and that's just good for your business generally, to have your bookings booked up for the next couple of refills. So that's really it. It's not hard to look after extensions, but it is important to look after them properly.
Yeah, I think the key that you said then was making sure they listen, that they're focused on what you say, because at the end of an appointment, particularly when you're me and you're laying down for an hour and a half, it's like thinking about the next thing you got to do, leaving the door, getting out, fixing it, showing your friends your eyelashes. Yeah. So it's really important. That's a good thing.
And if you can provide an Aftercare card, that's always handy. Then they can look back on it if they have forgotten what you said or they weren't listening. If you provide an Aftercare card with the lash cleanser that you're providing them, that's a good thing for them to take home, and just an easy thing to look back on.
That is good. When I left, you gave me a little Prolong. You turned a little bottle into a Prolong diluted version with Alicia's little name on it, and sent me home. So that's good. It's good business too. It's something you can do that adds additional things to your service. Like if you can send home with all that Aftercare product and advice. So hopefully today you've got something out of this. Alicia loves chatting about myths and truths in the lash industry. Yep. And Aftercare is certainly something that we like to discuss. So if you liked us, give us a thumbs up.
Jinx. And yes, share this video with your lash friends or your lash clients. Even you can shoot this over to them. Then I can do the work for you, and you don't have to do the spiel yourself. And then we've got our socials that you can jump on. We've always got some nice little tips and things on our Instagram, Facebook pages, and our TikTok has some funny bits and pieces that you can follow. And of course, we have our Aussie Lash Wives podcast if you're wanting to listen to us while you're doing lashes. If your client's gone off for a little snooze, get yourself educated while they're having a nap. And you can buy Prolong Lash from www.prolonglash.com and .au for Australia.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. I know you spoke a lot today and I kind of sat back and let you do the work. But
Sorry.
Every now and then that happens. Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, guys.
Yo.